Hello, Gamma Garden here. Just wanting to show you what you can grow in Houston Urban Garden in the middle of summer with this heat. Right now we have melons growing crazy. They are spreading out everywhere. With melons you'll want to try to trellis them up, but if you have a little bit of extra space, you can let them run along the side of your bed and interplant onions or other root crops. That way they'll take up the space below and the melon will shade the soil and keep the temperature even. Right here we have the red Russian kale that I harvested a little too much of, so it's pretty much on its way out. And here is its brother or sister, if you want to call it. This is also the red Russian kale, and look how big that thing is. It's doing really well. And there's no holes or anything, and I don't spray. And there's no holes because it's very healthy. So the bugs aren't really attacking it as much. When the plants aren't very healthy, that's when the bugs really start attacking it, as you can see here on this red Russian kale. It's turning yellow and different shades, and you've got more holes in it. This one's great to put in smoothies. Just put some red Russian kale, some almond milk, banana, some honey. Delicious. And then right here, this is the fennel plant that is flowering and going crazy. And I haven't pulled it out because what I found is by having this plant here, it attracts all sorts of bugs, good and bad. And I haven't had any bad bug infestations on my other crops, so I'm figuring this probably provides a lot of nectar for the good bugs, which eat the bad bugs. And it also attracts the bees and the wasps and all the other good stuff that'll pollinate my melons. Alright, and then we'll move towards the cinnamon basil. As you can see, it's starting to flower and it turns like a purple color, very pretty. This is great to have in edible landscaping because it has purple stems, purple flowers, contrasting against the green. Beautiful plant. And then the red Russian kale is also a beautiful purple and green color. Next to the basil, doing pretty well. And then here's a Gentilina lettuce that I showed you in the last videos. I'm going to produce another video and show you how to collect those seeds that you can use starting this winter to grow more lettuce. And moving to the other bed, right here we have melon taking up the entire bed. But don't let that stop you from planting other things. So the melon, the big leaves, will shade out the soil and keep the soil an even temperature. And then you can grow things that'll grow tall, like the basil in between it, even tomato right here. And here's some mustard greens. So you can use the melon plant as a ground type covering and then interplant it with taller items and also put in some root crops to take up space below the soil. And this particular melon has done really well. I haven't had too much success with melons, but this one is pretty easy. And I got the seeds, here's a seed packet, from Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company. And this was a free gift. I order pretty often from them, and occasionally they'll put in a free gift of seeds. It's pretty neat because you can try something you wouldn't have ordinarily bought. And this one is the American melon, ananas, and then something else. And that's what it's supposed to look like. I'm very excited, can't wait. And to show you, we got a little melon growing. Let me see if you can see this. Look at that, so little. It's kind of fuzzy. Hopefully it'll get really big and delicious. This is a great time to have melons in the garden. It's June, about midday. Looks like we have overcast, not too much sun today. And then, back here, can anyone guess what that is? I'll give you a second. Go ahead and guess. Post below if you think you know what it is. Okay, what grows very easily in Houston? What grows really easily in the hot weather that's not basil or okra? Come on guys, what is it? I'll give you a hint. It's a root crop. A root crop that you can also eat the leaves. You can saute those leaves right there. This was a volunteer. It came up from last year. Post below what you think it is. Thanks for watching. This is Gamma Garden. Stay tuned for another update on what to grow in this hot summer heat in Houston, Texas.